Chaos really is the new norm in European politics. France is grappling with parliamentary gridlock. Germany just called a snap election after their three-way coalition imploded. And Bulgaria? Well, they've had 7 elections in 3 years. But wait, hold my beer, says Austria. On Saturday, January the 4th, Austria's conservative Chancellor, Nehammer, announced he will resign in the coming days. This follows a breakdown of coalition talks with the Social Democrats over key disagreements. Confused? Let's unpack all the drama, with some background and context. Austria held elections just 3 months ago, on September the 29th, to elect the 28th National Council, the country's federal parliament. In a stunning outcome, the far-right Freedom Party of Austria, in short FPÖ, led by Herbert Kickl, surged into first place with 29% of the vote and 57 seats. This marks a staggering 26-seat increase from their performance 5 years ago, representing a massive surge in support. In second place, the Austrian People's Party, in short ÖVP, led by Nehammer, secured 26% of the vote, resulting in 51 seats. In third place, the Social Democratic Party of Austria, in short SPÖ, led by Andreas Babler, secured 21% of the vote, resulting in 41 seats. In fourth place, NIOS, a centrist liberal party, led by Beate Meinl-Reisinger, secured 9% of the vote, resulting in 18 seats. And in fifth place came the left-wing Greens, securing 8% of the vote, resulting in 16 seats. As you can see, no party secured the 92 seats needed for a majority, making a coalition essential. The Freedom Party got the first shot at forming one, but their positions are, let's say, a little strong. Scratch that, they're very strong. The Freedom's Party's platform revolves around a Fortress Austria ideology. They're all about beefing up border security and encouraging the return of immigrants. On the cultural front, they're laser focused on preserving traditional Austrian values, railing against what they call gender ideology and opposing political Islam. Internationally, they're staunch defenders of Austria's neutrality, no NATO membership, no military aid to Ukraine, and minimal EU influence. Their mantra? Sovereignty first. Meanwhile, the Austrian People's Party, which came in second, has worked with the Freedom Party before, but weren't all that keen on a reunion. The two leaders, Nehammer of the Austrian People's Party and Herbert Kickl of the Freedom Party, can't stand each other. Nehammer flat out ruled out working with Kickl, citing his extreme views and liking for conspiracy theories, such as climate change denial. With no one else willing to partner with the Freedom Party, the only logical alternative was a coalition between the Austrian People's Party, Social Democratic Party, and NIOS. Together they could have formed a solid majority in parliament. The problem? These three parties don't exactly see eye to eye. The center-right Austrian People's Party stands for conservative values, a pro-business agenda, security, and tough immigration policies. They're all about lowering taxes and propose a 5-year waiting period before immigrants can access full social benefits. On the EU front, the Austrian People's Party is firmly pro-European, supporting Austria's integration with the bloc and maintaining strong ties with Brussels. The Social Democratic Party, on the other hand, champions social justice and reducing inequality. They want to bolster the welfare state, expand public services, and fight poverty. Their ideas include introducing a 32-hour work week and guaranteeing specialist doctor appointments within 2 weeks. They also firmly oppose NATO membership, but support the EU. Then there's NIOS in the center, the self-proclaimed reformers with an eye on the future. They describe the past few years as lost years of crisis and aim to modernize Austria. NIOS is strongly pro-EU, even advocating for a United States of Europe. Intriguingly, they also back the idea of a joint European defense, built on a skilled volunteer army, which could impact Austria's long-standing policy of neutrality. So yeah, these three parties are not exactly a match made in heaven. And, as if on cue, the cracks started showing. Fast forward to Friday, January the 3rd, and the first party bowed out of the coalition talks, NIOS. Their leader stressed that the election represented a clear demand for reform and change. But instead of progress, the negotiations seemed to be stuck in reverse. She also pointed to the budget hole left by the previous government as a major roadblock. The Austrian People's Party and Social Democratic Party went ahead anyway, but that only took a day before Nehammer had enough and had the following to say.
Es ist augenscheinlich, dass die destruktiven Kräfte in der SPÖ die Oberhand gewonnen haben. Die Volkspartei kann und wird kein Programm unterschreiben, das wirtschaftsfeindlich, wettbewerbsfeindlich und leistungsfeindlich ist. Deshalb sage ich in aller Deutlichkeit, mit uns gibt es keine Bevormundung, keine Zerstörung von Arbeitsplätzen und keine Vernichtung von Wohlstand. Wir haben Dutzende Vorschläge gemacht, welche Maßnahmen gesetzt werden müssen, um die Wirtschaft wieder anzukurbeln. Auch hier war ich immer klar und redlich. Es gab nie einen Zweifel daran, dass wir Eigentums- und Erbschaftssteuern nicht zustimmen werden. Ich halte mein Wort. Solche Steuern schaden unserem Land, schaden unserer Wirtschaft und den Menschen, die sich etwas geschaffen haben. Nach dem Abbruch der Gespräche werde ich daher Folgendes tun. Ich werde mich als Bundeskanzler und auch als Parteiobmann der Volkspartei in den nächsten Tagen zurückziehen und einen geordneten Übergang ermöglichen.
Let me summarize. It's pretty much all the Social Democrats' fault, who according to him didn't want to compromise. Anyway, it's bye-bye Karl Nehammer, and I am sure our Romanian and Bulgarian friends are delighted. So, what now? The Austrian People's Party's leadership will need to decide on Nehammer's successor, if they haven't already. Yes, they've assigned an interim leader already, but this is very likely to change. Some intriguing names are in the mix, like Secretary General of the Chamber of Commerce, Wolfgang Hartmannsdorfer, or Constitutional Minister Caroline Edtstadler, or perhaps the infamous or famous, depending on who you ask, Sebastian Kurz. Rumors of a Kurz comeback have been swirling around for a while now. For those unfamiliar, Sebastian Kurz served as Austria's Chancellor between 2017 and 2021, until he was forced to resign amid serious allegations. These included accusations of corruption and manipulating public opinion, with claims that he and his allies misused public funds to buy favorable media coverage. Interestingly though, in 2017, Kurz governed in a coalition with the far-right Freedom Party. And even today, within the Austrian People's Party, there's a notable faction that supports teaming up with the Freedom Party again. Now, the ball is officially in Austria's president's court, and he really only has two options. First is a wait-and-see approach, and then maybe give the Austrian People's Party another mandate to form a coalition. This time, though, it would almost certainly involve the Freedom Party. And a key condition could be that the Austrian People's Party would get to appoint the Chancellor, potentially paving the way for a Sebastian Kurz 3.0. But again, this is speculation. Second, if all fails, a call for new elections. The right-wing Freedom Party is all for this idea, especially since polls suggest their popularity is on the rise. A recent survey in December showed the Freedom Party climbing to 35% support among prospective voters, a significant boost since the last election. With this option, a chancellor from the Freedom Party might become a reality. Of course, once again, this is all speculation for now. Only time will tell which direction Austria's political drama will take. Let us know what you think of the video and what you think will happen in Austria. And don't forget to subscribe for more insights and like the video if you enjoyed it. And to support us further, consider joining us on Patreon. Every contribution helps us bring you more in-depth discussions on Europe's future. Thank you to our presidents, Jan, Schauke, Kristin, Peter, HEVD, and BJ. You guys are awesome.